Lamar Jackson is one of the most talented quarterbacks football has ever seen. A two-time NFL MVP, one of the most dangerous playmakers the league has ever witnessed. A quarterback who forced defenses to completely change the way they prepare for a game. But somehow, every single year, Lamar Jackson finds himself in the middle of the same conversation. Can he win in the playoffs? Can he win a Super Bowl? Is he really an elite passer? For a quarterback with two-time MVP trophies, why does Lamar Jackson still have so many doubters? Is the criticism deserved, or has Lamar been judged differently than different quarterbacks? This is why the media continues to disrespect Lamar Jackson. Before Lamar Jackson became an NFL superstar, people already had questions about him. At Louisville, Lamar was one of the most exciting players in college football history. In 2016, he won the Heisman Trophy as a sophomore. He became the youngest player ever to win the award. That season, he put up 3,500 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns, 9 picks, 1,500 rushing yards, and 21 rushing touchdowns. Lamar was doing things in college football that was never seen. But in the NFL draft, teams still had concerns. People wondered, is he a quarterback, or is he just an athlete playing quarterback? The Baltimore Ravens answered that question by selecting him with the final pick of the first round in the 2018 NFL Draft. And it didn't take long for Lamar to prove people wrong. As a rookie, Lamar took over the Ravens starting job midway through the season. Baltimore completely changed their offense around him. They built an offense that used his greatest strengths: his speed, his creativity, his ability to make defenders miss. The Ravens went 6-1 with Lamar as a starter during the 2018 regular season and made the playoffs. But that was only the beginning. In 2019, Lamar Jackson became unstoppable. He didn't just have a good season, he changed the way people view quarterbacks' position. Lamar finished with 3,100 passing yards, 36 passing touchdowns to 6 interceptions, 1,200 yards rushing, and 7 rushing touchdowns. He led Baltimore to a 14-2 record. He became the youngest unanimous MVP in NFL history. And the biggest misconception about Lamar was destroyed. He wasn't just a running quarterback. He was a quarterback who happened to have generational athletic ability. But even after winning MVP, the criticism never went away. This is where the debate around Lamar Jackson starts. The regular season numbers are incredible, but NFL quarterbacks are judged by what happens in January. Lamar's playoff record became the biggest argument against him. In the 2019 playoffs, Baltimore entered as the number 1 seed, but the Ravens lost to the Tennessee Titans. Lamar threw 2 interceptions, including 1 in the red zone. The following year, Lamar and Baltimore finally won a playoff game against Tennessee, but they lost the next week at Buffalo. And after every playoff loss, the same questions came back. Can Lamar win when it matters? Can he perform under pressure? And to be fair, the postseason is where Lamar still has something to prove. Great quarterbacks are remembered by championships. That's just the reality of the NFL. But this is where Lamar supporters believe the criticism goes too far. And because sometimes Lamar is judged differently. When other quarterbacks struggle, people talk about the offensive line, the receivers, the coaching, the defense. But when Lamar struggles, the conversation often becomes, can he throw? Even though Lamar has continued improving as a passer, he has developed his accuracy, he has become better from the pocket, he has made throws that prove he is just more than a runner. The same quarterback who people once said couldn't pass became a 2-time MVP. That doesn't just happen by accident. Through years of criticism, Lamar had another MVP-level season in 2023. He threw for 3,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He also rushed for 821 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Ravens finished 13-4 and earned the number 1 seed in the AFC. Lamar became a 2-time MVP. Now think about that. Only a handful of quarterbacks in NFL history have won multiple MVP awards. Names like Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson joined that group. But once again, the questions remain. Where is the championship? The reason Lamar Jackson continues to be debated is that because he's different. Football has always had a traditional idea of what a quarterback should look like. A pocket passer. A guy who stands tall and wins from the pocket. Lamar challenged that ideal. He showed that the quarterback could dominate in a completely different way. He forces defenses to prepare for him differently. One mistake against Lamar can turn into a 50-yard touchdown. One missed assignment can completely change the game. There are very few players in football who create that kind of fear. Lamar Jackson is not a perfect quarterback. The playoff criticism is fair. The Super Bowl question is fair. This is the final thing standing between Lamar and being viewed as one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. But the disrespect, that part doesn't make any sense. A two-time MVP, a Heisman Trophy winner, one of the most unique talents the NFL has ever seen. Lamar Jackson has already changed football. Now he's trying to do the one thing that will silence every critic, win a championship. Because when that happens, the conversation changes forever.
My granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah. Atta boy.